Williams from MetalRules.com, and joining me tonight in San Antonio, Texas is Metal Blade recording artist Lizzy Borden. How you doing tonight, Lizzy?
I'm doing good, man.
So you're out doing a select number of shows here in the U.S. before embarking on some festival dates this summer, and you got some new blood in the band, new guitarist Dario Lorina. How's he working out so far?
He's amazing. He's amazing. We have Dario Lorina, Chris Sanders on guitar, both guitar players. They both have totally different styles, and they're both complement each other. It's been really great.
So, what happened with your last guitar player, Ira Black?
Ira, just we had run our course with Ira. He went his way and we went ours. And, just one of those things where we just we wrote a good record together, and then it was time to move on.
So, tell me about how you found Dario.
When we were looking for guitar players, we just had a slew of people send us stuff, and someone sent his website, and so we checked it out and thought, oh, this is great. So we brought him down, and he worked out perfect. He's got a great old school style. He's a young kid, but he's got such an old school style that just is perfect for us.
So have you had a chance to do any songwriting or studio work with him?
We recorded one song so far just to see how it worked in the studio, see how the personalities worked, and came out really good. So, it's a good sign. But our concentration right now is to play live and to really get back on the touring track. And we'll get a record out, at some point. We're all anxious to make one. We're chomping at the bit to make one. And everyone's writing, and I've been writing my brains out.
Yeah.
Got a lot of great songs, but my main concern is to get the ship righted and get us back on a regular touring track. And we have been for the last 3.5 years. We've been touring pretty good. So.
Yeah, I saw you last tour for the Appointment of Death record. You went out with Lordy, and that's got to be one of the loudest metal concerts I've ever seen. How did you enjoy doing that tour with Lordy?
Oh, we loved those. I mean, those guys were so fun and so cool to hang out with. They're Finnish guys, and in fact, me and Tommy, Mr. Lordy, is we may do a song together.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about it, and I just talked to him the other day, and so I mean, that may or may not happen, but we've definitely talked about it a lot.
So on Appointment with Death, you filmed 3 videos. Tomorrow Never Comes, being the one that was nominated for Video of the Year on MTV2's Headbangers Ball, and you also did Abnormal and Under Your Skin. What did it feel like to get that nomination on Headbangers Ball?
It was great because all our contemporaries are no longer on MTV, and we still are.
Yeah.
So it's one of those kind of cool things that we were on MTV in the '80s, and now we're still on MTV and getting recognized and making better videos. Our videos now are so much better than they were then. There's just more creative. We're able to do things with no budget, whereas in the '80s you had to kind of settle for a really cheesy video for the budget that we had to work with. Now there's cameras like that to be able to do good stuff, and you can hire great people for that are just interested in the art of it. And so that's kind of what we've been doing. The art of it is really our main concern, and then hopefully people will like it after that.
So when should your fans expect to follow up to Appointment with Death?
Probably 2011 sometime. Maybe we're shooting for next summer, but we're touring. We're doing all these festivals this summer, so we're going to be gone all summer, and looks like we're going back to Japan first time since '87. That's almost done. It looks like that's going to happen, and our first time in South America. We're going to do a South American tour. So lots of things. This whole year is going to be touring wherever we can, and there's some U.S. summer festivals that we may be doing too. So there's lots of things happening. So I want to keep us touring, and once we get into the writing track, that's ultra consuming. Everything about it. You have to. Especially me. I mean, I just have to dive into a room for weeks on end to try and find something that I love, and then kind of work on that till it's something. And then I've already have the plan of the kind of record I want to do. It's not like Appointment with Death. It's a little different.
How so?
Well, it's a little just you'll have to see, but it hasn't been created yet. But the ideas are all planted, and I've written probably 15, 20 songs that are skeleton ideas that are completely different than Appointment with Death. So I'm anxious to actually start undertaking that. But like I said, our live show is the main concern right now.
So speaking about diving into a room and really absorbing in the material, one thing I wanted to ask you is whether it be something like anthemic, like American Metal, or Me Against the World, or something more bloodthirsty, like There Will Be Blood Tonight off Deal with the Devil. Where does your lyrical aspirations usually come from?
Well, what I usually do is I pick a topic.
Uh-huh.
You know, for each record, I've picked a certain topic, and once I have that topic, I work within the parameters of that topic. So every song is chosen, and all the lyrics are written based on working within those parameters. So that's where I start, and then the digging starts. You know, if I wrote a song about schizophrenia, I'd have to do so much research on it just to get the awareness of it. You know, like Under Your Skin was written about girls cutting themselves just to feel something. And that fascinated me so much. I did a ton of research on it. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily go into the lyrics, but it goes into my awareness of the topic that I'm singing about. You know, I did a song way back when called Bloody Mary, which is about, you know, girls spousal abuse. So, you know, you have to dig down deep and find out about that stuff. And then, like I said, it doesn't necessarily go into, I don't usually write storyline stuff. It's more poetic, you know. So I just stab with a couple of lines here and there, a word here and there that really says a lot. And that's kind of where I take it. You know, I don't like telling a story. I like, you know, making it more visual. So it's laid out in front of you, and then you make the decision.
Visualize.
That's right.
So Lizzy Borden's confirmed for this summer's prestigious Wacken Open Air Festival in Germany. Anything special planned for that appearance? An exclusive set list? Maybe film it for a DVD?
Well, we haven't played it in 10 years. That's the last time we played Wacken, and so we're excited to go there again. We've already played Sweden Rock again, Bang Your Head again, and we just played a big show with Motley Crue in Spain, which was just amazing. So we've done all these cool things, but to come back to Wacken after over 10 years, it was great when we came back to Bang Your Head, but now we're going back to Wacken. So we have some special things. We're headlining some festivals as well, and some of them are heavier, and some of them are more on the other side. So we've had to learn a ton of songs to be able to switch back and forth between different shows. This show that we're doing now is our festival show, and we're squashed it down into a club.
Yeah.
You know? So it's more of our kind of, you know, this is a fly-in show, so we didn't bring everything, but this is our festival set list. So, but you know, we definitely have lots of things planned for Europe, because I think we're doing a month in Europe. So we've got a ton of songs we're bringing, and we're going to switch it up, you know, every night. Some stuff from the early records, and some stuff from the new stuff, and maybe even some brand new stuff, you know. Maybe.
Cool. So ever since 1984, when you released the Give 'Em the Axe EP, you've had an exclusive relationship releasing your albums through Metal Blade Records. And, you know, 26 years into it, what do you attribute to the successful relationship between you and Metal Blade Records?
Well, I mean, they've gone through so many different transitions themselves, kind of like we have, you know. And so we've kind of done it together, and they are on a big upswing right now because, in fact, they're bigger than they ever were, and more. I mean, when other labels are taking a dive, Metal Blade is better than they ever were, just because of the bands they pick. It's mostly metalcore. So unfortunately, it doesn't help us, but the bond that we have with Metal Blade and all the people that have worked there over the years, you know, is such a great thing. You know, they know what kind of artists we are. They know what they can do and what they can't do to help us, you know, go on to the next level and do creative things together.
Lizzy, thanks so much for taking the time to talk metal. I really appreciate that.
Hey, always ready to do that.
Any last words for your fans watching at home?
Just come out and see us when we play. We're doing like a month in the East Coast too. So for all those people who live on the East Coast, we're coming back there, and that's next month. So come out and see us, buy the damn records, and we'll see you out there.